Cosmodread. I do this review almost begrudgingly, mainly because I just want to get it out the way and move on with my life. Why so passively dramatic? Well, I'm about to explain, or try to explain anyway. Cosmodread is a little known survival horror game that offers a blend of unique and familiar. Right out the gate, it gives off vibes of Alien Isolation, Doom, and The Walking Dead. Onslaught or Saints and Sinners, take your pick. It's got all that rolled into one harrowing VR gaming experience. You're on some sort of spaceship, it's dark as fuck, and shit has hit the fan. That's pretty much the gist of it, as you're not really given much in the way of a storyline, although there is a list of objectives you're supposed to follow along the way. You're up against ghastly alien enemies and have a wide range of weapons and items to aid the journey. The scavenging aspect is very reminiscent of the Walking Dead games, and I imagine the items that appear trivial on the surface are actually quite useful, though I haven't taken the time to understand anything close to the value they offer beyond the weapons and the ammo, the obvious stuff. The one thing that Cosmodread really nails is the dread itself. The atmosphere draped in near pitch blackness, and the unknown and unseen constantly slithering around in the background keeps you on edge at all times. It's legit creepy as fuck, and I imagine if you really get into it, downright terrifying. My problem with this game, unfortunately, is I can't really get into it. Cosmodread is a roguelike or roguelike in the vein of popular games like Until You Fall and then Death Unchained. The hallmark of this genre is built around permanent death. So when you're dead, the slate is wiped clean and you have to start all over from square one. It's an okay concept, I guess. I just don't think it works for this type of game. Survival horror in particular. I mean, just look at Resident Evil. The typewriter is a signature feature because with all that madness you're up against, being able to save your progress is absolutely crucial. What's weird about Cosmodread is that you can't actually save your progress at any point and pick up exactly where you left off. That is until you die, and that's when it goes into that permanent death bullshit. It's like they went halfway rogue. The fact that I was under the impression that I did have a classic save function only served to piss me off, and it virtually killed any excitement I had for this game. So basically, Cosmodread was just sitting in my library like an NBA player waiting to have his expiring contract traded. At this point, I'm just hoping that deleting it will give me enough space for a new game or existing games with larger than average updates. There's a cool game somewhere at the root of Cosmodread. Someone with more skill and patience may very well dig it. The horror element is on point, and the spicy, clunky controls and gameplay is straightforward enough to grasp. I love to revisit it in the near future, but with me constantly having to manage storage and so many other great games to play, that might be a long shot. For now, I say you give it a shot. Report back here and let me know what you think about it. Peace.